Hey, I'm Heidi. Hey, I'm Heidi. I am here to tell you about Power Layout because it has come to my attention that many of you do not know what it is. So, hi, I'm Heidi. It has come to my attention that many of my customers and friends do not know about Power Layout, and it has helped me in the past, so I'm going to share with you real quick to see if it'll help you. So the kit, it's a Power Layout kit. It comes with these handy dandy 12 by 12 guides in your handy dandy box. And it is more than a box and guides. There is power behind it, which is the reason for the name. So anyways, it comes with 14 guides, I think. And what's important about these, what makes them better than a 12 by 12 cardboard are these tabs. If you notice, they have these extra tabs so you can tell left page or right page. Have you ever left an opening in your album because you thought you started on the left side, but you actually started on the right? No longer. All right, so this is how it works. You've got your stack of photos. I've got 2 packs here from Tennessee, a trip we took this summer. So it's about 3 inches of photos, and we're going to whittle that down and get organized. The purpose of this is for me to help throw away some pictures, to help plan ahead, maybe enlarge some photos, and also to pack what I need. Have you ever shown up at a crop and boy, you wish you had that navy sheet of paper, or boy, you really needed more of that travel pack? So this will help with that. So your first side is always, well, for me, it's always just a single sheet. So you put one there, and that represents the front cover. So the tab is on the right. I actually always start over here, so it might be backwards for you. So then next you take your 2-page spread and you have it together like this. And another 2-page spread, you have it together like this. This box you no longer need. Well, you will in a minute because it's powerful. Remember I told you. Okay, so you go along with your 2-page spreads until you run out of room. You can do this on your floor. I've done it on the floor of the hotel room. I've done it on a bed, however much space you have. I've actually done it at my seat as well, just kind of 2 pages at a time. So there we go, front page, 2-page spreads all along. And now you attack your stack. I'm somewhat chronological, but not necessarily. I do like that. I often scrapbook my trips because they're easier. It has a beginning and an end, and they're always fun times and family times. So we're going to Tennessee, so I might put some of our travel pictures. You know, that selfie in the car of everybody so happy to get up so early in the morning. And you can put a map if you want. Remember those maps we used to use? I also have taken screenshots of what it looks like to get from home to where you're going, just real quick, so I don't know, so you know how long you have to drive. Anyways, so then once we get there, so say we have some scenery shots. You know what? The scenery shots I actually like to save because you can add those wherever. It's not so chronological. So say these are just hanging out at the house shots, and then some pool, and more hanging out at the house. These are pool, and you know what? I know there's a couple other pool shots that I'll have to get from my niece. And some more just scenery within the cabin. I'm sorry, like pictures, what have you. And then here's some hiking. So we have some nature. So let me just short these real good. It looks like nature's only going to be that one. And then one of the big things we went is the Gatlinburg Sky Bridge. So we got your title. We got some Sky Bridge, and then it goes on to coming down from the Sky Bridge, whatever. So let's stop there. So you can actually then go back and say, all right, this is going to be some 2 entrance opening to the album. Let's see if this actually works. Well, that's not really good of me, so we'll throw that off. That's a better one. Look at this one. All right, that seems to fit. This one's kind of extra. You know what? Not the best of me, but it looks like it's the only one we're going to do. So we're going to do a flip flap. of those. Do you remember those flip-flop peekaboo pockets? I'm going to show you how to do those. And here we have the pool, and I'm missing some for my niece. Here's the outdoor. Not really enough to make another page, so we're going to crop this one. And the entrance to the sky bridge. So again, you're not really deciding main things. For me, I'm just deciding how many pictures are going to be on each page and if I have enough product. Oh, this is a really good one. Let me put this at the beginning of the plan. And there's shoes. I always like that. All right, so the next step, and again, you're still flexible. So the next step you need is your Post-it notes. Let's see if I brought them. Here they are. So this one's going to need some peekaboo pockets. So if I was organized, I actually had them with me, I would actually just put 2 peekaboo pockets right on that page. Over here, I'm going to need some pool pictures from Nice. So you're going to put that on here. Here, looks good. I'm not missing anything. This one's good. Actually, you know what? This flag one, I may want to, what's it called when you make a picture bigger? I may want to make this picture bigger. So enlarge is the word. So we're going to say we're going to want to enlarge this one. So if I wanted to make notes on the side, I'll be writing down I need a pool picture for my niece and I need to enlarge that flag photo. So that's that part. Now you could be done right now. And if you were done right now, this is still helpful. And this is what you would do. You would start from the back and layer it like this. And the photos can slide around, that's fine, because you can move them anyways. So you get the idea. You start from the back, and now you have a stack of pages, and then they go inside that power box. So when you go to your crop, for me, it's nice, I just take out that first page, and that's all I need to focus on. I'm like, oh, look, how fun. Let me play with what I have in front of me. It takes all that decision work away. So then you play with what you have, and then you go to the next 2 pages. You pull it out of your box, you pull out those photos, and you're like, all right, let's play with these. Let's make a double page spread. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out of it. Now, a lot of people like to go one step forward. So let's put these back out. And just that alone has helped my scrapbooking so much time-wise and enjoyment-wise. I'm not sorting through a million things to complete each page. All right, now you could add some fun. All right, so what kind of paper do I like with this Tennessee? I think we've got some travel products. So let me look at my travel folder. I've got a Power Palette folder that has Great Escape. And you can pull out some of the 2 sheets that you like for background. And like, oh, that's going to look great there. That's going to look good there. And you can slide it under. You may not have to worry about it. And then some colors to match. Looks like I've got some scraps. So let's try to incorporate some scraps and what have you. Just colors that are matching. And you could go through like that. You could also just put the pack of paper and the pack of stickers, and you know that that's what you're going to use. But what I also love about being able to see multiple pages at a time is I get a chance to look at my fun things that, say, I haven't used in a while. One that is fairly new is a Global Glow template. It looks fantastic. I'm excited to use it. Now I have a choice of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 pages to look at and say, you know what would work with this? It looks like you can use multiple photos. The sample shows 3 photos. So, well, that makes it easy. Here's a page with 3 photos. So, you know what? I'm going to use it on that. And then I would pull some paper sheets. or maybe even not. Even just having that there, I would know when I pull out that double page spread, I'm going to use that global glow. And how fun is that? Another thing that Power Layout helps when you're looking at multiple pages at one time, have you guys ever made project recipes? Aren't those fun? You often make a double page spread or 2-page spreads, and you're so excited about it. But then after you get done, what do? You sort it, you organize it, you put it in a folder, and then you never use it again. So how fun is it to be able to look at all these spreads laid out and say, you know what, which of these could work with this project recipe that I completed earlier? So, and when I came across a project recipe already completed, and I was in a page completion challenge at a crop, oh my gosh, how happy was I when I pulled out 2 completed pages of project recipes, but no pictures. But you know what? Picture, 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 journal, journal, 2 pages done, lickety split. So that was fun. Our little secret, I won't tell anybody. So this project recipe, it looks like it has 1 spread that could fit multiple photos on it. It's pretty flexible. And the second spread is here. So fantastic, 2 spreads. So heck, look at this. I've got 2 spreads left. This one here and this one here. So this project recipe is going to do that. So we will put it on the top of the first page. And again, you can stack it with that product in between the pieces so you know what to use. Another thing that this is good for, say you didn't have a project recipe, I don't know why. Say you've got a bunch of pre-made borders. Remember those from way back? This is actually showcasing one of our new petal punches, which is super cute. It goes around the corner. But anyway, say you have some older borders from back in the 90s or whatever when we used to do that. You can pull out your borders and say, all right, let's try to use some of these up. And just stick it there and say, you know what? It looks like I'm going to need some more. I'm seeing a lot of blues and greens in here. I better make sure I have enough cardstock to go behind. So then you can look at your cardstock stash. And if you guys collect cardstock like I do, yeah, you can pull out your navy. You can open up your pack and make sure you lay out 2 there for your mats and what have you. Make sure you pull out more of the spice cider to have some of that. So it helps you pack your cardstock as well. Now, if you feel like you're going to do a power layout and not necessarily get back to it in a while, I wouldn't pack away too much cardstock because you may be wanting to use that. I mean, cardstock is not meant to just store. But if you're continually working on your photos, which, yay, good job, you can go ahead and put your paper out here, and you can add your sticker strips. Do we have sticker strips? You got it. Actually, I don't. They're not in here. But you know what sticker strips are. So go ahead and pull your sticker strips, add them to the layouts. If you wanted to get exact and know exactly where your photos are going, this is not the video for you because that's not how I am. But anyways, you guys, hopefully this makes sense. So let me pack this up. And as we're leaving, what this does help for me is to get organized, and I love showing up at a crop with my box that could have paper and stickers in it and just being ready to go and fresh and organized. So there we are. Let's get our box. This box is nice and dark to prevent that damaging light to get in. And here you go. And you close it up. And the beautiful thing for me is, since I don't have the photos laid out exactly where they are, I can turn